What's crack-a-lackin' Challenger? I'm your host, James Morelan, and today we are setting up this 5-gallon aquarium for a new surprise betta fish. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. And guys, I'm super excited for this video. Make sure you'll stay to the end of the video where you can see this tank fully set up. We will not be getting the betta fish today, but make sure you comment what type of betta fish I should be getting. I kind of already know which one I want to get, and it's actually based off of your suggestions. So I'm really excited for this. And this tank is going to be awesome. I already made an unboxing video of this tank. You can check it out later in the video. I'll talk about why this tank is so amazing. And also, this is my leopard gecko setup. If you missed that video, it'll also be in like the iCards or something. Alright guys, flashback to past James when I actually picked up all these stones.
Alright, now we are in the pet store. I'm just looking for stones here. Yo, Dragonstone is absolutely awesome. I'm really just looking for smaller pieces because the scape in the tank is just so small. Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, bro. No lie, man.
What?
I'm one of your fans.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, that's awesome, bro. What's poppin', bro?
Your videos.
Yo, fish are awesome. Okay, I don't know what pieces. I kind of like these tall pieces because this tank is like really tall, but I also want some small pieces for like texture. Huge shouts to anyone that picked up merch or whoever is on the Patreon. You guys are awesome and I won't be able to do this without you guys. And also if you're watching this, you guys help a lot, so please drop a like. Let's see how many likes we can get. If we get more than 1,000 likes, I will for sure be getting the betta in the next week. But I think I'll get these pieces. I think that is the move. I think that'll be great. Although it's not super tall, but I do have some taller plants, so that should be the move. Alright guys, that was awesome. Gladly I got all the stone. Again, make sure you drop those likes and comment what type of betta fish. Back to you, future James.
Thanks, James. Alright guys, so I have this stone and I'll be able to start aquascaping the tank. First I'm going to start with adding my substrate, and that's like a crucial part. I have a mixture of Eco Complete and also some bigger stones and smaller stones, and that's going to be really great for the plants. And I also have some lava rock and some small pieces of that so plant roots can actually get placed inside of it. Alright, I'm going to start by just taking off this jacket and moving the camera back a little bit. So this tank also includes a light, so I'm just going to plug in the light and not the filter just yet. And just so you know, this is what the light looks like. It doesn't look like a lot because I already have another light on, but it should be great. I know I said earlier that I was thinking about using this tank for a mini saltwater quarantine tank, or maybe like a breeding tank, but after further research on Pico saltwater tanks are extremely hard to take care of, especially when you're a noob like me. So I'm just gonna get handfuls of soil and just add it in. I'm not really gonna drop it in. Alright, I'm just checking the gauge. It's about 1 inch deep for every spot. I did accidentally pick up some of the colored rocks that I had in a different tank, so that's not really the best looking, but I'll show you guys what the tank looks like right now. It's actually not looking that bad right now. And y'all know I'm not a professional aquascaper. I do have this really cool piece of cholla wood, which is going to look really cool. It's a large piece too, plus I have Dragonstone and stuff, so I'm gonna start by scaping this tank the best way I know how. So I guess here we go, first piece. Usually I have an idea or a thought of what I want my tank to look like, but in this case I honestly don't have any clue. I'm gonna try just assembling the tank, and I guess just hoping for the best. Alright guys, usually I like to add a lot of rocks to the tank, but I don't really think a lot of rocks are going to look super good. I really like the way the tank looks right now. I'm actually going to go down to the fish room really quick and pick out some plants. If you guys don't have plants for your aquarium, you can check out h2oplants.com or aquariumcoop.com, and I have links for both of those down in the description. When you actually support them, you also support me and the channel, and it's easier to make these awesome videos. So guys, I'll be back in a second when I get these plants. Alright guys, so I just got back with all the plants, and I'll tell you guys, we have some really healthy plants. So I'm just gonna put this one, I guess, in the middle. I kind of felt bad taking out some of the really good looking plants but I really want this tank to look really great. Alright guys, that's what the tank looks like right now. I have some taller plants in the back, and I also have a big sword, I think. And then I also have some like Rotala, Bocapa, green Camboma, and those are just really cool plants. And you might see like the green small stuff, that's actually duckweed, and I currently have a ton of it on my hand. So I'm actually going to go get a new bucket and actually start filling water into this tank. Alright guys, it is much later and the tank is finally escaped. This took so long and my back literally is hurting because I had to keep bringing buckets of water, and at first I was using a smaller container and that leaked everywhere, and then I started having to fill a bucket, and I literally had to fill the bucket by holding it on my shoulders and turning on the shower faucet so it'd fill up, and that took forever. So guys, it is finally done. This plant kept coming up and some other plants started coming up. I weighed some of them down with lead weights and those usually help, but finally it is ready. I'm actually going to be turning on the filter and everything in a couple seconds. I just want to show you guys some of the highlights of this tank and why it's a great beginner tank, and it's great for places that I guess just have one shelf. This light isn't super strong, which I've noticed, so I might upgrade that eventually, but filtration in this tank is really cool, and I'll tell you why. Ooh, fancy. Filtration is really cool. You can see it has a little skimmer right there, and that actually sucks up anything that's floating or any debris that comes up for some reason. And it has a single cord for filtration, and the cord actually runs a pump, and the pump returns water through this little power head, and you can angle this wherever you want in your aquarium, which is really awesome. Now the next feature, it has a cool filter pad, and I can't remove it because the light's in the way. But yeah, the water flows through the top over here, goes through the filter pad, runs down, and then gets sucked up through the pump, and is pushed back through the power head. And you can see the tank is a little cloudy right now, but that'll clear up in about an hour or two. But I am gonna run the filter, which will make everything go faster. So I guess here we go. Let's plug in the filter. Alright guys, so the filter is on, and the filter is actually really powerful. So I've just noticed. You can see it is pushing water around everywhere, which is great. I'm actually gonna angle this down a little bit more. I might remove all the floating plants just because those might be a little annoying, or the filter might just suck them up, to be honest. And it does also have this really awesome glass lid, so I'm just gonna put that right on top, and now it's closed off, which is so cool. This little tank is gonna be really awesome, especially since it's next to my leopard gecko Delta, who's in that terrarium. And that tank looks so cool. I really like that I have this big plant right in the front. Unfortunately, I didn't really have a lot of tall plants in the back. I might need to get some later on, but until then, I think that'll do. And this little piece just protects the filter and everything in the back. Okay guys, I am back. The lighting is really creepy. I should fix that. But before I release this tank and kind of show you guys the full depth of it, make sure you drop a like. That means so much. And also, if you check out my Instagram right now and if you follow me, I will be doing some giveaways soon. Probably my upcoming betta fish video. Also, make sure you comment the type of betta fish I should get. I'm really excited for this, but here we go guys. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so I guess some final thoughts on this tank. I'm really excited for it. I did notice a couple things that I didn't really like. The power head was kind of weird. It kind of shot water back a little bit. The seal wasn't complete, but that can be easily fixed just with some glue. Also, you may be noticing why there are all these bubbles on the front of the tank. And that's actually because when you fill water up in new tanks, or if you're doing a water change, it actually has little air bubbles that got stuck when you're putting water in, and those just collect on your objects in your tank, whether that be your plants, your substrate, the wall of the aquarium, the rocks. Also, you may be wondering, James, then you have a cool piece of cholla wood in your tank, and that is true, I did. However, this was not waterlogged, so it started to float when I was aquascaping, and I didn't want to have an ugly rock on it and weigh it down. So I'm thinking about just putting that in a random aquarium I have right now. letting it sink and get fully like submerged and get water inside of it and make that look really, really cool, guys. And also, some people noticed in my last video my tanks look really dirty. The reason they are dirty was because I was gone for a whole week and I wasn't able to take care of the water. And usually I do come by with an algae scrape or anything just to make sure it's crystal clear. I don't really clean them super much. Also, I did add, I don't know if I said this, but I added lead weights to the plants because it was hard to remove into the substrate. I didn't add a thick enough layer, so I might have to come in and redo some of this tank later on. But I think this is how I'm going to keep it when I get my new Betta fish, and I'm super excited. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. Again, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the little notification bell so you know when the videos are posted. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you all on the flippy flop. See you all later. Bye.